my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get the chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken... He only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw it is Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 45. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams. His first rushing touchdown on the year.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Seahawks 9.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Here's Locke to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
19.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
59 yards.
And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Locke going to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Locke. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
At the 40. Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, maybe...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Clock now to throw. The 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw. Block. Going right back to Fant. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Locke gonna go on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Power.
Now Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Locke to throw for it on 4th.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
A final shot before half for Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 44. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Block now on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Block. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Williams again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge.
is the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. On play action, Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to claw one back. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A lock-finding fan for the Seahawk first down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Locke, another catch from Melton. The Seahawks on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 9. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's Wilson.
He finds his target, Beckham. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw it is Locke. Man open, it's Goodwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is
taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Locke trying again after the pick 6. He's got a man incomplete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final try for Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.